afternoon baseball. Stepping up now, D. Gordon. He will lead this one off today. Swinging the ball line softly down the line in left, but this is a foul ball. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then to cap it off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
And there's one away. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster, D. Gordon. He's stolen 40 bases already this season, and I want to see if his speed comes to play in this one. He impacts a lot of games with his legs, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if he does that again here today.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And the run will score as the Mariners get off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
The 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Cruz, base runner at first with one out. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Stepping in, Ryan Healy, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Hit on the ground out to short. Simmons is there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Riding in, number 25. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out toward second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
You know, D-Roll, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
Got him to go down swinging there. Andrelton Simmons is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Now a snap move over to first, and he's back standing. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as of time. Here's Justin Upton now. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. A 1-1 now to Upton. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back easily. The 1-2. Fouled away. First and second now, 1 man out. Spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. ready to deliver the 1-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. So striding forward now, Luis Valbuena, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. Valbuena with a 2-2 count now.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's a .333 hitter, and of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's under it. 1 out.
Batting 7, right fielder.
Digging in now, Mitch Haniger, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. But right at the shortstop for the second out.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Valbuena is there for it, and that's the third out. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the second. The M's lead it 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Martin Maldonado is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The count now at 2-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gordon facing back, still going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. 19th home run for him on the season, as the Angels are back even now with 1 run apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Into the box now, Jeffrey Marte. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him.
In now, Cole Calhoun. 2-2 the count to Cole Calhoun.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Shum. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, number 25.
Smoke toward the hole. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
Stepping in now, Andrelton Simmons. 2 balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Up around the face.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Popped him up. Zunino waits on it. And that ends the inning. The shot there at the Newport Beach coastline, not far from us here in Anaheim as we get ready for the top of the 3rd. And he lays off here, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Ready for another chance. D. Gordon will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And now they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounder down the line at 3rd. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, number 4.
Digging in, number 4. 0 for 1 here in the early going. 1-2 the count to the Mariners shortstop.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. The 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Upton is retired, 2 down now. Here's Luis Valbuena now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. In for strike 2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Angels stepping in, Nelson Cruz, as we begin the top of the 4th. Hit hard on the ground to second. Schimpf picks it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So the leadoff man set down, and here's the catcher, Mike Zunino. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for Seattle. There's ball 4. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Another full count pitch on its way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
That fastball must have a little late light.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mariners leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Riding in once again, Martin Maldonado. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Here's Jeffrey Marte now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here now the 2-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Another try at 2-2. High and deep to right center. Gordon moves over. 2 down. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. 2 out, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Angels. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. At the plate, Jason Worth. He drew a walk his first time up. Seared down the first baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Wade LeBlanc, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Into the box now, Ryan Schimpf looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Worth is under it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting.
So
number
striding
25.
in, number 25. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Lifted the other way to left center. In there, the base hit. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The batter, number 2.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. No hits to this point. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And here's D. Gordon now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. The 1-1. Hit to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Gilo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Simmons on to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mariners go. Here's Justin Upton now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Justin Upton becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Hit toward the right side. And this will be put away easily for the out. Ready for another shot now, Martin Maldonado. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. One run, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Zunino gathers it, and that ends the inning. Here now is Mike Zunino, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Stepping into the box, Ryan Healy. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And he's back easily. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out. Standing in, Kyle Seager. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
1-2, here it comes. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Standing in now, Mitch Haniger. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
David Hernandez comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Now the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging. Hernandez has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Crowd gets up for the 3-2, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Trout is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Hit out towards second, and Worth is going to reach. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here to that ball down the hole.
And that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not. And now we've got a couple of guys on.
And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up, and you see a 3-run lead, and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Ready once again, Jeffrey Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Cole Calhoun will be next. Fastball strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning. Now at the plate, Cole Calhoun. He flew out in his last at bat. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep and out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Solo shot to right center. Number 25 for him on the year. And it's now a 5-2 game.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy. And this is just one example in a long line of many. He's fun to watch.
Into the box now, Ryan Schimpf. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, number 25.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 25. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Hey. Another base hit. How about the game he's putting together? Now 4 for 4 in this one. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
I mean, And obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4. You know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gordon racing back to the track. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Nick Vincent takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Simmons on third with 2 out. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Justin Upton would be next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You have a kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball. Here's Nelson Cruz now. Career numbers with David Hernandez. He's 1 for 4. The 3-1 pitch. Full count now. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The next 3-2. Another one sent foul. The next 3-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Calhoun, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Cam Bedrosian is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Cam Bedrosian.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play. In now, Kyle Seager. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. A pause and the 0-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Marte is there, and the side is retired. Dan Altavilla is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now. Here
now the 2-2. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Hero. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. This offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Juan Nicasio is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. 1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, Dero, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll get in there easily as the tying runs at second now with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Now a look and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. Fontana leads off second with nobody out. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3. Pickoff move to second. Runner back standing. Set. Here's the 3-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll be back in standing up. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Shum. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center as they've taken a 1-run lead. In now, number 25. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. 3 runs already home here. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base. In now is Andrelton Simmons, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. It's 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout in the plate. Nolan Fontana will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching.
Here's Robbie Cano now. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Rene Rivera is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Jose Alvarez, a 5'11" left-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
Jose Alvarez.
3-1.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. And he'll get back in standing. Heredia gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, D. Gordon. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here now the 2-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Simmons on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So coming to the plate, number 4. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Blake Parker gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Blake Parker.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back in standing. 2 out with the man at first. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Last chance for the Mariners. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Los Angeles Angels crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Cam Bedrosian gets the win out of the bullpen, number 12 for him. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels. 7 runs on 12 hits. 1 error. They left 7.